problem with me doing it this way with you, you can all read English. So what you're doing now is you're getting stuck on your eyes. This is what children sometimes do. If a child's having an issue with their phonics, you need to decide, are they stuck on their eyes or their ears? What's the sticking point for them? Are they visually stuck or audibly stuck? And you guys, being readers of the language, are looking at the word and trying to mathematically, when there's a TEA and that's the thing. You can't do that. Not in what we're doing. So let's not do that. Let's use images. And I've got the cards here, right? That's how you do it. And I'll show you the procedure in a minute. All right, I'll show you the procedure in a minute. The way you do it with a child. But let's count out the word. S, How many sounds is that? 3. Okay. Let's tap our shoulders. S, A, O. S, A, O. S, A, O. Can you clap? S, P, I, D, S, P, I, D, Sp, I, D, Sp, I, D. If you teach like this, and you sp, later on you'll focus on consonant clusters as a unit, as a part of your teaching. Your children will stop saying sa bai de, sa cool, apple. They're going to go apple. And then you're going to get complaints from your parents. Why is my child correcting my English? We get it all the time. Oh, mummy, you can't speak properly. It's apple. And and the parents get red-faced. It happens all the time. O. It's not arrow. O. That's right. Let's do the punchy ones like this. T-E-D-E. Teddy. T-E-D-E. Teddy. And you can stamp it as well. Flower. Another great way is you can tap a friend on the shoulder, so you're doing it together, multisensory. They can tap the tables. There's a bunch of ways of doing it.